I'm an actress. I'm finishing my film director school. And I just want to do movies.
3, 2, 1, action.
You know, it's our first opportunity for produce a movie, and I need to do it very, very well. Imagine 1 month living in the same house and work in the same house. We need to do everything together. If I don't like these people, I will kill them. I want to do a movie that fits for me.
The reason we went with Deranged as the first film for Enmar was because we were excited about the script. We thought it was really good.
It's a horror film, and combined with some thriller, combined with some sexy scenes, you know.
It's blood and girls and drugs and party.
Cat and mouse game. Who will survive? Who is trying to kill them? It was set in one location, and that made it very, very easier to fund. And of course, being in Spain, gigantic production value, you haven't necessarily spent an awful lot of money on in the first place.
And we decided to do this over August, usually vacation time in Spain.
This is my third time in Spain. I've been to Madrid once before when I went to see Cheese. I love it, it's great. It's beautiful, the sun shines all the time, and people are quite pleasant.
We had the option to give a lot of opportunities to crew members that we didn't try before.
I choose the one by one because I really believe on the talent, and not only the talent, but the way each one is.
I think this is a great project. I think we've got a really good screenplay.
Cree que es un muy buen proyecto y que tenemos un muy buen guión.
We've got some very talented actresses.
Tenemos muy buenas actrices.
A great crew from what I've heard.
Un gran equipo.
DP.
El día de foto. Magnífico.
So, just to say, it's brilliant to be here, and I think that if we all throw 100% commitment into the project, we'll have a really good movie at the end. So,
lo único que quiero decir es que si estamos 100% comprometidos con el proyecto, vamos a tener una muy buena película.
And on that note, salud.
Gabriela is a very sweet girl. She's very romantic.
She is from a rich family, and now she will get married. Her father left her mother for her best friend when she was very young.
In Gabriela's room, we tried to show these two parts of Gabriela, that it's the rich and spoiled little girl that have everything she wants.
Everything was full of good taste.
And the other part that it's the person who lost control and it's becoming a sick person.
We put the fishes next to the friends' pictures. So it was a way to talk about friendship and talk about that all the story is going to be twist.
Sylvia's kind of like starts off very obviously as the it girl, we say in England.
Well, she comes from a plane and she just had sex with someone in the plane, so...
How can you do it just like that?
Mary is a religious girl. She believes in God. She's trying her girls to be more religious, with no success, by the way.
Anna was very much the sensible head of the group.
We have Sylvia and we have Mary in two different sides. We have Anna, which is right in the middle. She's like a mother. She's always trying to not be so emotional like the other three. Originally, there were 5 girls, but we discovered that we didn't really need one character.
One of the big appeals to me was that this wasn't just a horror film, it was a character-driven film. It was a really good acting piece, and I think that's what kind of makes it a bit unique and a bit special, really.
As the movie goes on, we see their friendship is not that strong. I mean, we see there's a lot of envy, they're jealous of each other, they don't trust each other. What could we do that was a little bit different? Let's introduce, the characters that they're usually in those kind of movies, and let's flip the situation.
Mary, who starts off as the shy girl, and then bang, she takes a pill and it all goes out the window.
You see quite a vulnerable side of Sylvia. She's not the ballsy, brassy character that she makes herself out to be.
Her mood had to come down and she becomes more responsible for her action. I loved how she did that, you know.
We wouldn't expect her to be a hero or to be the last girl standing, actually.
And I think she goes from being sensible girl to kind of action girl at some point in the film.
In a classic film like Halloween or everything, she would be the one who would be the last girl standing, but not in this one.
Surely we're not partying here.
Exactly.
In this house?
I started to look for some places near Madrid. Not in Madrid, really, because I thought in Madrid was going to be very difficult to find the exact place. So I began to look for Segovia, Toledo.
It was a little difficult because we understood we needed a place that not only could we film that would have the right look for the film, but we needed a place that we could house like 30, 35 crew members.
And it was so easy. The first choice was the first house.
Es una casa que he construido desde los cimientos. Es como si fuese mi hija o mi hijo. Bueno, con un hijo caro, porque me ha costado muy cara.
The look really fit. You know, from the outside, it had that like creepy kind of look to it. You know, it was out in the middle of nowhere. It was this rustic house.
And you've got such a nice landscape as well, which gives it a whole other level. It's not just one flat plane with a house. You've got hills, you've got banks, you've got steps, trees. You've got a lot to play with. Like for the art department, they must have had a field day because they've got so much space to use. It's all very different styles of rooms, which is nice because it gives the entire film a completely different look to it every time you're in a different room, which is really good.
A lot of wood, a lot of rocks, a lot of green. It was a beautiful house, but when you paid attention a little bit, it was like, this house
is a scary house.
The house does have a history to it as far as a haunting. I was actually told of this by the owner. He explained to me that literally the bedroom across from mine, that there had been a fire there, and unfortunately a gentleman lost his life in that room. He actually burnt to death.
Desde entonces, pues, tanto empleados que han trabajado aquí en la casa, como algunos invitados, como gente, pues ha empezado a oír cosas, que si hay una persona que da pasos por la noche, hay muchos ruidos. Cuando estuvimos aquí construyéndola, estuvimos 3 meses parados de obra porque los trabajadores se negaban a trabajar porque decían que les faltaban cosas, que oían ruidos, que estaban todos agrupados en una habitación y seguían oyendo voces y ruidos y no había nadie. O sea.
I immediately told him, please do not tell anybody else. A couple of the other crew members did hear it, and I swore them to secrecy.
Hemos intentado tener, pues este tema oculto, porque la verdad que sí que hay ruidos por la noche y hay cosas. Pues bueno, hemos tenido la suerte que como rodáis de noche, pues los ruidos la verdad que no han sido muy relevantes, pero sí que hubiese sido un poquito problemático si las chicas empiezan a darle a la neura.
No soy italiana, pero me salen unos espaguetis muy buenos.
Tessa and his mother have been really accommodating, considering they've had an entire film crew, jump on them and squeeze into this house, which is big, but it's not that big for a film crew.
He podido vivir una experiencia con mi madre que es bonita, positiva. Ella ha disfrutado mucho. Hemos trabajado también mucho, pero hemos disfrutado. Hemos visto otro tipo de vida que no estamos acostumbrados a ver.
We contacted Porsche here in Madrid, and they could not have been nicer to us. They responded with, when do you need it and what kind of car would you like?
We used the Porsche Cayenne for the whole month.
That car is about 180,000 euros, and by the way, it was beautiful. It was a turbo and it was sweet.
I think it's very important as well when you go to a different country to make a movie that you don't try and change everything. It's all there in front of you and you use the elements that you have. We're in Spain, which Spain has got a beautiful blue sky. The sun shines a lot. It's very dry and very dusty, and I thought we had to use that. My last couple of films have all been set in the UK, so we're used to like grey skies and rain. So on this I wanted to see parts of the landscape and see Spain really.
Most of it was shot at night, so as we were filming Deranged, we had to sleep during the day in the heat. Our bodies aren't set for that.
And we need to work on silence, because the catering people need to sleep in the night.
Chopping and changing from days to nights can be very difficult.
You know, everybody's tired. You know, everybody is, needs a bit of daylight for their complexion, but we're not getting it. So we just have to push through to the end. And it was 4 weeks, it could have been a 10-week film, and then I think we'd have all been in trouble, so.
I wonder who that could be.
Today's my first scene. I'm playing the stripper. I'll get there and clothes come off, and then someone gets bitten by a dog. I worked so hard to put on a British accent that now talking like this and in Spain and in Spanish is going to be a bit difficult for me. So I'm trying to speak Spanish all the time with a Spanish accent now to get used to it. Dios, odio empezar los rodajes, es lo peor. Cuando uno se mete ya dentro del tema, sí, pero la primera toma es súper horrorosa. ¿Quién ha movido lo que estaba aquí? ¡Ese pinche puerta, cabrón! Police, open up! Spanish directors give you loads of information, and excessive information sometimes it's not that good for an actor. Neil, he's very concise.
I don't know whether he's got an acting background or not, but he sounds like he should, because he understands what you need from the scene and what you need from the other actor and what you need from the crew, and he really tries to help you. He understands that when there's an emotional scene, he'll kind of leave you alone to get in where you need to be.
He knows exactly what he wants to see in the film. He can walk in there and see exactly, right, this should happen, that should happen, but then he leaves you to it, so you can get used to the sets and get used to other people, get used to the lights, and just play around with it a bit, and then go for it, which is really good.
He told me, I really want they look at me and feel they have a friend here.
Great work today, guys. I know it was a hard day, but everyone did a good job. Thank you.
As long as your mind is switched on and you're prepared and the actors and crew are prepared, then everything's fun. The scenes were difficult in general. The location we had was very small. We weren't in a studio, we were actually in a house. So we couldn't remove walls. So it was kind of difficult. Sometimes we're doing like 60 slates in one room, and it kind of gets very difficult to work out where to put the camera.
We are shooting with the 5D camera, and there's a very delicate camera. You need to do the lights and everything on set, because in the post-production you cannot touch too much on the grade. The DOP was very important.
Ismail's got a lot of strengths. He understands photography. He's got vision. He sees something and he knows how to get that result. One thing I don't like in films is that whenever people shoot in the night, it's always blue, because it's easy to light something and you can say the moon is blue, but the moon isn't blue. So we worked really hard on creating like a nice silver look, and making it realistic. So we just try to make it creepy, but not too cliched really, and just going for something which was really slick, but believable at the same time. What I thought was, let's keep it very claustrophobic. Let's keep the house looking like a prison. He's very fast, but doesn't let his quality drop. That is great for me, and it's great for the ADs.
So yeah, start off from here. Focusing on him, okay? Okay, cool. Alright, how long, my friend? 15? 15, cool. Yeah.
Actually, we filmed the movie in 20 days. We could not shoot in the weekends.
Sometimes we made 35 shots in a day, which is incredible. How this guy can do in 20 minutes or less all the things he's doing.
Oh, the sexy team.
The sexy team.
Camera and lighting team, yeah, Team Sexy. They all trusted Ismail, really. And Ismail would say, look guys, let's do this and let's do that. And they were on it, they communicated fabulously well.
Someday they say, you know what? You are welcome into the sexy team. And we said, yeah, what does the sexy team means? If you are sexy, it's because you are a good person, because you work really hard, and because your work is good. And also, after you are working all day really hard, you have enough energy to have a beer with the crew.
It was like summer camp.
We had a swimming pool, so when we had a bit of downtime, we could relax.
That ambience between us.
Venga, preparado, listo, ya.
directed.
We had some seasoned professionals that have been many years working in the film business, and then we had others that are just out of film school. And in my opinion, what I noticed were that some of the people without the experience, I could tell that they felt a little intimidated by the professionals. That lasted about a day. They may not have had the secure feeling because they didn't have films behind them. Maybe they felt a little intimidated, but when push came to shove, they knew what they had to do and they did it.
It was really cool to work together.
His name is Danko. I have 7 years old. It's his first film, and he's a very good dog.
So we have first to protect the chain, okay? Because the dog is going to be very angry, so... Vale.
¿Qué has dicho?
Lo de siempre.
We needed something outside, surrounding the house, and I didn't want it to be the killer itself.
As long as he had his ball, he was good to go.
When you see dog, it's, give you some respect. One day I called Óscar and I told him, Óscar, why we put this dog on the movie? I need to hug the dog, imagine. And I did. And I speak Portuguese with the dog.
Ai, Danquinho, bonitinho da mamãe. Oh, belezinha.
Does he bite?
3, 2, 1, action. Vale.
Oh, that taps. Woohoo! You're alive!
It was a bit scary actually, because you get this huge dog running towards you. It was genuine, like, oh my god, I've got to run, because he's very fast. So I thought he was going to catch me up by the time I got to the car.
Three, two, one, action.
Upstairs, get!
Poner cámara y que Danko me salte. Trípode, ¿no? ¿Vais a poner? Claro, claro. No le gusta que le toquen atrás. Eso es lo que hace que no se frene aquí. Vale. ¿Vale? Al meter la mano atrás es lo que hace que se tira. ¡Action! That looked great. Let's play back. Yeah. Wow. Move on. Good. Quieto. Quieto. Ve despacio, por favor. Okay, it's okay.
Very good.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Run up, please.
He just stayed for a good 20 minutes solid of just laying dead, covered in blood. It was brilliant.
It's a wrap on Danko.
Ya estaremos, ¿vale?
The gore, I like to call it, was very important to this film.
The effects of the movie were not so complicated, but they needed to be very realistic.
I need to cut my arm. I was a little bit nervous because I need to cut it and should be on the first.
So, 3, 2, 1, action.
I played scar walks because I wanted to show the wound opening at that moment. It needed to be very hard to watch.
Alright, on board. Can I have playback on that? Awesome, great.
Muy bien, qué guay. Qué bien lo has hecho, tío. Okay, so let's prepare. Action.
The gore that Bernard did was amazing. I wanted to walk around with it for days because it looked so good.
Baldock was one of the nicest and most patient guys in the world.
First wound. All right, first wound here. Bernardo did it with some kind of putty paste thing and then opened it and then added the blood. Secondly, he told me to shave my arms. My hair's growing back already, but that's it. A dog bite. He did it in latex, like a prosthetic. He put it on my arm and then covered it with makeup, blood, loads of blood. At that point, of course, you know, I'm holding my arm like that, so all the blood's spilling down the t-shirt, so that added up to the effect. Second to last, the axe over here.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
That was complicated.
It just needs to be faster, that's all.
It was very hard to do that shot. Neil Jones want a very specific shot, and we did many times. First, we have a true axe for that scene. We change.
I hid a little bag full of blood behind the blade of the fake axe.
Action.
Ha salido perfecto después de unas cuantas tomas y de puta madre.
And finally, the most complicated one was the one where they chopped my head.
Okay, I don't stop them.
The moment Gabriela axes my head, all the blood comes out.
What's the blood? Ahí lo tiene.
Sí. Ahí está, muy bien.
He came up with ideas on the spot, and he didn't panic. He thought about it, and then his process went from thought to action, and that's perfect for me, really.
Three, 2, 1, action.
Cat, that was perfect. Yeah. You okay, Marcia?
Well, it needs to cover the pulse, don't it? That's the point of it, yeah? So she can go like that.
Yeah. Don't worry.
You pull slowly off, okay? When she, look at me, when she pulls up to there, you pan back up, okay? Latex, okay? You get a pad on her. Do you understand? On Mary, so when she goes there,
under the
under the dress, because the camera's behind her anyway, so we can take it out when we see her.
Una faja, sí, necesita eso.
Pero le van a meter el navajazo por acá.
Aquí, sí. Y Neil me ha dicho que necesita algo para protegerla por si acaso.
¿Qué se te ocurre? Y efecto especial dice que sí, que se haga así.
Que se lo sostenemos porque cinta aislante.
Let's go, please.
Glamour, baby.
What is that? Latex.
Action.
Oh, God! Oh!
She turned so dark.
A very jealous, crazy fucking girl. You are just make this a lot easier.
To go from being very placid to being almost psychotic, and to deliver that performance, I think Marcia really did that.
I tell you what, she does mad well. When I was doing my close-up, she didn't need to stand there and be in full dress, full blood with the axe, but she did, and she saw that brought out a lot in my performance, so she continued to do it.
Scream! Frustration! Too eager. Okay, and again. Nice!
She becomes more responsible for her action. She kind of turns into the arch rival of Gabriella, so I loved how she did that, you know?
Smile, beat, bang. Because we're pulling focus from your face.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
3, 2, 1, action.
Good, that was good. Well done, Hugo.
He's a bad gremlin. Bad gremlin.
Rolling.
Roll up. Camera.
Good tip, okay? Next time, you're in a crowded area, okay, with loads of people. Go like that, okay? Okay, Star Wars Episode 7, take 2.
We do like a long shot, and I kind of was trying to rest in between takes, and these guys, they don't rest at all. They're just constantly running back and forth, back and forth.
That night I was up till the sunrise and I was shot. It was just a long night. But it was worth it.
The owner of the house told me about a bar we could like. They say, and this is from Asturias like you. And I say, okay, let's go. The bar, El Tascón, was different to all the typical bars we can find. It's a traditional bar. It's very simple, but it's very beautiful.
Pues servimos comida casera tradicional asturiana. Fabada asturiana auténtica.
Sidra, natural. Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué hay? Ya la botella la he quitado. Tú te la quieres ahí porque te gusta. Pero ponía un porrón, que tenemos porrón.
¿Qué es un porrón?
Es español 100%.
A ver.
Eso. Más español que eso no hay nada. Esto va así y nada más que...
The character Anthony changed a lot. Originally, in my mind, I pictured somebody who was a lot older, but then we got the opportunity to have Craig Fairbrass, and you don't turn that opportunity down. So then we just thought, well, okay, let's kind of tweak it. We tweaked some of the dialogue, and we just kind of made it fit more to Craig's personality. You know, Craig's a very big guy. He's known for action films.
I play this guy, Anthony, who obviously moved to Spain years ago. He has a business and is very good friends with Gabriella's mother. And she's asked him to keep an eye on her because she's a little bit, yes, local. But she's lovely at the same time. You know, she's very dear to me.
It's very, very good to play with Craig. He's very generous and he have a lot of presence in camera, give you a lot of security. We get luck with him. He only have that week and we organize and we put him that days and really good.
You got a fucking problem. You can leave.
Cut. Yeah, cool. Excellent. She's in. He's in. That's perfect. Okay, let's go.
Doy las gracias al grupo por haber apoyado que yo salga en la película. Oye, y un pequeño reconocimiento, tanto a mi madre también que sale, y para mí tengo que jugar una partida de las cartas. Hago un pequeño gesto así como, qué bueno estás, te como enterita.
Thank you to our host. Thanks for letting us have the restaurant. So thank you, sir.
I love the doll's room. We just closed the door for 2 days and we spent all the weekend in the house. Some of the ideas came while we were sleeping. We were sleeping there.
Yes.
So it was in the morning that we opened the door and said, you know, I think that this wall needs more volume.
We were two and we had no time, so I was like, oh my god, something happened.
As in the original script, Anthony was the one made the dolls. Then we changed, it is his wife's dolls.
He's got a bit of a dark past. You know, his wife was killed.
He's kind of mourning his wife, really.
The brutal fight scenes of Deranged were designed by Justo from KFM, which is a fighting training school.
My work in this movie is fight consultant. My previous job is Dark Knight, Munich, Clash of the Titans, Game of Thrones, and something more.
Buster kind of directed that scene, and so I'm not going to take much credit for it because he's the guy who sort of came up with the sequence.
Aquí ten en cuenta que se tiene que ver a ella, cómo la arrastro, cómo le golpea a ella. ¿sabes?
Sí.
Como ella sube aquí, como ella la tengo ya en la espalda, me giro con ella, la golpeo, la empujo, me giraría, le golpeo a ella, entonces la freno y es cuando la arrastro ya contra la cama.
I didn't know if they would break all the room or just a part, but actually it was not all the room, so we could fix it like that.
We put everything in cardboard, you know, which was soft.
Craig, compared to me, is a giant. He's a big guy. It was very different jumping on Hustof's back and trying to jump on Craig's back. My legs were all over him. Craig had to grab me and hold me onto him.
I think because Twister was kind of doing his thing, I could just kind of watch it as a member of the audience, really, and it looks great. I think people will love it.
It's a short sequence, very, very intensive. Everything was very fast. Training in the afternoon, filming in the night.
Stop! The terror in their eyes, you know. I was so impressed. They were crying and they were scared, they were scratching and hanging on to me.
You said fuck!
He's a bloody brilliant actor. Like, he really gives you a lot. The fear that you see was genuine fear.
Look, please. Come on, think about it. If I was gonna fucking kill you, I'd have done it already, wouldn't I? And then we hear a noise in the house. I go down and have a look, and then here I am. I'm a real, genuine horror fan. You know, knowing the guys and helping out is a real pleasure for me.
That's a wrap on Craig Favourites.
I love, you know, that family atmosphere. They're great friends. I love Neil. I think he's a really, genuinely nice guy. And they were over the moon. So any opportunity.
Tommy! Neil! Man, you sexy bitch!
A stable, yeah? That's about 70, 80 years old and probably been abandoned for 20 or 30 years.
The art team did an amazing job on the location, you know. It was beautiful and Ismail came in and lit it great.
The last day of shooting for me. Scary to death.
On Crime Watch this week. A Colombian immigrant stealing your car.
Everything from the movie, it was in his car.
Okay, here we are, everybody, just outside Madrid in Spain. Now, as you can see right next to me, we have all the people from the area around, if you just have a look, all the area around, watching all the English and Brits how to break into a car, as you see here. This is a Ford Fiesta, as you can see. And we are trying to break in because somebody left the car keys in the car. So, as you can see, you get 2 metal rods, like so, and you try and prise the door open, not just smash the glass, but prise the door off its hinges, as you can see.
Ahí está.
Okay, again! No, we had our moments. It was kind of tough.
It was
We
the
had
best
no energy.
last night.
The lights, remember what happened to the lights?
¿Ha habido un momento que ha hecho algo? Sí. Ya está, es un punto. Esto no lo tiene que tocar ni Dios.
Hemos arreglado un problema de electricidad de vagón con un alambre.
Last night was probably my favourite night, even though I was exhausted and I think everybody else was. But if you can still be enthusiastic, then you're winning. You have an objection. That objection is to shoot the best movie, get to the end,
Complete. Happy. Done.
I don't think the general public has an idea what goes into filmmaking, but there's so much work that goes into it.
We create like this big family.
It's been tough, but everybody worked really, really, really hard on this.
We got that.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
their enthusiasm is infectious, you know, and if I had the odd 5 minutes, I just look up and you've got these people working with a smile on their face.
Antonio.
Hey, man.
Dios, vale, ha sido un plano... Es que yo hago planaco.
They were like, no, I want another movie now.
Yes.
With the same team.
A friend of mine asked me once, he said, well, who's the most important person on a film project? Is it the director, the producer? There is not one position that's not important.